Hello, everybody. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Show, and I have just witnessed Derby County 1, Brentford 3. I've witnessed another Brentford victory. That is 7 in a row as they go for the perfect 10, and another, frankly, comically brilliant goal by Said Benrahma. Enjoy him, Championship fans, because you ain't going to get any more than 5 more games of him. 3 games to go now. Brentford making a brilliant play for this automatic place. If they don't get it, well, there'll be strong favourites in the playoffs. But what a run by Brentford. Let's have a little look at what that does to our league table. And we keep getting this, don't we? Brentford win, and then West Brom have a go, and they win, and then Leeds have a go and they win. They're doing their bit, Brentford. The gap there, again, we've had this before, is now 2 points to West Brom. Reasonably hard game for West Brom against Blackburn. Leeds go to Swansea tomorrow. Brentford will be praying for at least one of those sides to at least draw and drop some points. If that is the case, particularly if it's West Brom, we go into that big game with Fulham and West Brom, and we do have an automatic race. What I will say is, what else can Brentford do other than winning over and over again? They've been absolutely terrific. We're going to go through all of the action. I can see your comments coming in thick and fast, so keep them coming. Let me know what you think in respect of this game today. And 2 teams were playing, remember, Derby County as well. Their playoff push has really faltered over these past 3 games, hasn't it? Right, let's have a look at the action from today's game. Please stay tuned and keep your comments coming in, and I will deal with all of those. Here is how the 2 teams lined up. Derby, Hamer, Bogle, Clark, Evans, Lowe across the back. Rooney and Bird is the double pivot. Tom Lawrence makes his return off the left-hand side there with Sibley and Jason Knight. Chris Martin keeps his place up top. Martin Waghorn suspended. Brentford, only really Dalsgaard and Jensen we might expect to see in that team. Otherwise, looking nice and stable. Raya in goal. Roslev, Janssen, Pinnock, Henry is the back 4. De Silva, Norgard, Arcondes is the midfield 3. And Buemo and Benrahma, the inverted wingers, with Ollie Watkins, the number 9 up the top there. And a goal immediately in this one, 2 minutes in. And Brentford, just before this goal, had done a lovely passing move that didn't quite, it sort of broke down in the box. They reconfigure, they rebuild, and it's a lovely passage of play. And goal there is Josh De Silva, who had a really good first 15 minutes in this game, slipping it through. Derby again getting caught out. That's the same pass that caught them out, Grzycki to Dean Garner in the previous game. This time it is De Silva to Mbuemo. He gets the shot off early. Look at Watkins there, arriving, ready to lap that one up after it hits the post. In it goes for Watkins. That is his 24th goal of the season, converted striker. Big chance as well. Big chance, good chance on 10 for Brentford as well. And Buemo, after the ball's crossed in by Henry, goes loose to him. He tries to shape it into the far corner. Last-ditch headed clearance there by Matt Clark. Derby then come into the game. They have their best period of the game, probably for around 20 minutes, I would say, from about 15 towards sort of 35, 40, and they get the equalising goal. It's initially Rooney's shot there. It's gone loose, and you can see gone wide out to Jaden Bogle, who's now crossed in first time. Sibley has made a good run into the box. The ball converges. 5 players converge on the ball, and Rooney, little bit of quality there, clarity of thought, just takes it off Sibley, slips it in to Jason Knight, who takes a touch and fires home. Deserved equaliser at that point, I think, for Derby. Lovely little bit of quality, coolness from Rooney, like you would expect. Good finish from Jason Knight. And the first half ended, and I came on here for the halftime stream and said, this is very even. This is a good game. That's three pathetic comments at halftime, including one saying Ben Hamer has got a mistake in him. So we'll talk about that in just a sec. I think that was Lana with the prediction of all predictions. But look how even it was at halftime there. You can see very even in terms of the chances. Brentford ahead in terms of the passing, but nice game, good ebb and flow to it. How would the second half go? Well, the second half would start exactly the same way that first half started, i.e. with a Brentford goal. And it's look away now time if you are Ben Hamer. The ball is worked from right to left, from De Silva to Marcondes, who I think might have played himself into this Brentford team now. He just gets a bit further forward than Jens, doesn't he? But still good options there. There is Ben Rama in the shooting position. You can see Ben Hamer is just on his left foot there, looking to see if he's going to try and curl it. But otherwise, everything is looking fine. Ben Rama hits the shot with the right foot. He hit it pretty hard enough to get it through in the end. But look at that. Hamer dives. He's got both hands and his body behind the ball. I don't understand how it can go in from there, but it does. Excuse me, I've pressed the wrong button. I don't have the last still there. Looking through. I didn't get it. Hamer was behind it. You know, firm enough shot, but I guess it's just squirmed underneath him, and then his body has kind of allowed it to roll under and over the line. Really poor from Hamer, but Brentford back in front early on in that second half. And then Brentford push on and have another good period, and they're going to kill the game off here. Ben Rama, dangerous free kick into the wall. Next phase, De Silva hits the shot. Hamer's looking punch drunk. Now he fumbles that one as well, and it just goes wide. Where are we? Excuse me. From the corner, Ben Rama, again, nice little dribble. He's on the byline. He crosses it in firm. There's a handball shout. I'm not getting involved in this one after the Harry Arter one at Forest. All I will say is there was distance between Ben Rama and Lowe. Lowe's arm is not necessarily against his body. The ball does travel fast as well in Lowe's position, but it does hit his arm there. So a penalty shout, I'll let you decide in the comments. All irrelevant at the end because Brentford are going to go on and win the game. Anyway, free kick into the wall. Yeah, we've had that. Excuse me. Sorry. Ben Rama now to Silva to Norgard. Tries from the edge of the box to do the eyes on Hamer and hit it low into the corner, but he drags it wide. 61 Knight on him. Little snappy. So, you know, yellow card there. We've seen worse. And here comes the bit that all the football purists will absolutely love. What a goal from Ben Rama. Utterly, utterly brilliant. We've talked about him now for 2 seasons on the channel, haven't we? Just stunning player, stunning goal. Good luck, Saeed. Go make money. Go play in the Premier League. You're brilliant, mate. Here we are. Sorry, that was the shot I wanted. So there he is, right out on the left wing. Everything looks fine from there. He's going to run and cut in inside 2 players. Again, you think you've done the defending there. You've pushed him inside. But what a shot. Right foot curling outside the post to in. If you look carefully, you can just see the ball nestling right in the side netting. Hamer there. We're not going to have a pop at him for this one because he ain't saving that. It's just a brilliant goal. The technique is glorious. He's on the run and he doesn't even hammer it. He kind of wraps his foot around it and floats it, curls it. What a goal. What a player. Take a bow Saeed Benrahma, absolutely brilliant. And this game killed one, and Bobby just a little bit shell-shocked there. Brilliant goal from Benrahma. 3-1, 6 goals in 3 games for Saeed Benrahma. Some more action, but none of it really affects the outcome. Sibley has a volley over the top from Clark's nod down, and then a whole load of substitutions. We see Zambarek and Jensen for De Silva. And Norgard, Knight in on the right wing, runs Pinnock quite nicely here, cuts inside. Apart from that, possibly dodgy tackle on Henry to the goal there. Inside Pinnock, low shot gathered by Ray. Watkins now goes down in the box, shoulder to shoulder with Bogle, no pen. Next phase, Buemo's in the box here, shoots from the angle, nothing doing there. And then it was just a case of, is Watkins going to score again? Because Benrahma, lovely cross here, good tackle from Matt Clark. Watkins is going to slide that one goalwards from 6-8 yards. Then load of substitutions. We're going to see Josephson, Whittaker, Shinnie. We're going to see Foe and Krissy. Another penalty shot here, clumsy. This time it's Rico Henry on Tom Lawrence. Between the 2 penalties, either I would think both sets of fans would say, look, give them both or give neither of them in that respect. But again, all elementary here. Thompson comes in for Henry. And then stoppage time, a couple of big breakaways here. Brentford waste the first one here. And then Watkins also just trying to get himself ahead of Mitrovic. Here are your full-time stats. And you can see the second half telling a very different story than we had at half-time. 16 shots to 9. 6 on target to 3, the 1 big chance each. Nigh on 400 passes there to nigh on 300. 100 passes in the attacking third. Brilliant from Brentford. Derby nicely on top on the take-ons there, but the crosses, the tackles, only interceptions there as well. Derby coming out on top. Just excellent second half from Brentford. Okay, the mitigating factor was a bad mistake in goal from Ben Hamer, but the third goal was just quality, wasn't it? Absolute quality. And speaking of absolute quality, there, going back on Brentford's last, you can now stick a W. I did this before full time. There, 7 wins in a row. And also, if you go up a bit further, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 draws, a defeat, another 2 wins there. So 1 defeat in 14 games. 7 wins in a row. Brentford are doing all they can to catch up, but still there is the gap. And remember, Leeds and West Brom need 7 points and 8 points, respectively. 3 games to go. In terms of Derby, Blackburn have got a hard game against West Brom. I'm sure there'll be a few people who are going to want them to win that one, though, up at the top. Swansea have got Leeds. So Derby are still in it. Big chance for Preston now against Forest today. Big chance for Millwall and Bristol City. Can they take advantage on defeats already for Cardiff and Derby, and for hard games for Blackburn and Preston, both playing against top 6 teams? It's there for Bristol City and Millwall. It is there for the taking if they want to get themselves back into that race. Right. There are a whole ton of comments here. Let's have a little look. Nick says Benrahma goal. Yeah, beautiful. Say no more. Skipper says hat-trick last week and another worldy. Yeah, 6 goals in 3 games, 2 hat-tricks this season. Ben Late Bloom. Sorry, I was just trying to get everything there. Anna, round of applause. Check back. This has been recorded for posterity and uploaded before the incident, so we can prove this prediction was made. Mike says Mystic Lana, but Hamer has a mistake in him. It was said. Could someone please buy Pookie? Our national team needs him to play, says Lockyes. Indeed. Reading have got the win. I said they would. Lee says he called 3-1. Lee 2020 says Norwich going down. I have just put a video up about Norwich going down. I'm being questioned about how I could have made that video 20 minutes long, 1 minute after they got relegated. have a think there, all in the preparation. Andrew says Ben Hamer, once a B, always a B. And I did get the Charlton Reading result on top. Lee says, who called the Hamer up? Please tell the game results there. That was Lana. Outstanding stuff. Jay has got a double on Brentford and West Brom. Ewan, yes, sadly you were right about Hamer. Brentford looking really strong indeed. Lee says, congrats, I get Norwich next season. Yes, we're going to lose views maybe with Leeds, but if we get Norwich, well, we do get Norwich now, don't we? Good for the channel. There we go. But commiserations to Norwich. Of course, Ken says 3 things are certain in this world: death, taxes, and a Brentford win. They're really, really going for it. Can anybody see 10 wins on the trot not make the top 2 and then lose in the playoffs? How unlucky could that be? Who do I think will make the playoffs? Says William. It's all opened up now. Derby lost. Cardiff have lost. Preston, hard game against Forest. Blackburn, hard game. Maybe they'll all drop points today and it'll be as you were, and Cardiff will still be favourites. Anish is a Bristol City. Anir is a Bristol City fan. Chance for them. God, imagine Bristol City sack Lee Johnson and then get in the playoffs. Incredible stuff. Andrew says, great result for Bees. Now time for breakfast in Texas. Hello in Texas. Just quick plug, as ever, you can support the channel by using the super chat function. Just hit that dollar button where you type your comments, or subscribing on Patreon. If you don't want to subscribe or contribute financially, you can always support by hitting the like button. That doesn't cost anything. That's free. And type in a comment. All helps in the algorithms. No worries, Ollie. Leeds 4 wins from 4. Brentford can push all they want. That is the truth. However outstanding Brentford's form is, West Brom and Leeds just need to look after themselves. Anywhere near 1.8, 2 points per game, they're up. Doesn't matter what Brentford do. Antonio with quads. 4 goals, a haul for Antonio over at Norwich. Ewan says, it's not hard to predict Hamer is going to make a mistake because he makes one every game. Give Ewan some credit. He is fun with the banter, but when Derby mess up, he is not afraid to go in 2-footed on them. Good sport, Ewan. Brentford are an annoying bee that won't go away. I'm sure all West Brom fans and Leeds fans and Fulham fans pick that. And yes, the pressure is on West Brom. They've got to go to Blackburn. If they draw, they know that it's Fulham next. This is the thing with staggering these fixtures. Brentford have piled on the pressure. A fair play to Brentford, playing great, says Mike. DJ says, unfortunately, Brentford are going to pay the price for that first month. If they don't go up, they really are going to pay the price. Blackburn, West Brom, I think I picked a cantankerous draw in that one. Ben Rama on fire. Absolutely. Breaking news. Norwich are down by Norwich. Lockyer says he did well, of course, but defenders didn't. They have to cover either post to make it easy for goalkeeper. Waffler says Derby should sell the older players, reset with FFP and build from the down like a plan indeed. Down at the bottom of the Prem, Norwich down, Bournemouth 6 from safety, Aston Villa 7 from safety. As Adam Eve says, smash that like button, please do so. Coventry versus Norwich next season. Yes, indeed. And Rotherham versus Norwich, and either Wickham or Oxford versus Norwich as well. YU says, am I beginning to believe yet, Ben? Right now, yes. But if West Brom and Leeds both go and win, it's 5 and 6 points, and it gets even harder. I believe that Brentford are an outstanding team, outstanding form, with a particular outstanding player playing brilliantly. However, it's out of their hands. It genuinely is out of Brentford's hands if Leeds and West Brom can get those 8 points and those 7 points. Remember, if they both put 3 on day, that will mean Leeds need 4 points from 3 games and West Brom need 5 points from 3 games. However, if West Brom lose or draw today with that Fulham game in, that does heap the pressure on on West Brom and Slaven Bilic particularly. Joseph says, rest in peace, Jack Charlton. Check out my video earlier. Of course, what a man, what a football giant indeed. Skipper says, it'd be nice to pass Dean Smith on the way up. Well, yes, indeed. Moving on. Excuse me, sorry, just scroll in the comments. I'm in the lovely position. I have tons of comments to read. Come on, Preston, do us a favour. I don't think Forest are a threat for anyone in that top four there. Lockyer says Bristol City will win versus Borough. That could put them into the mix, couldn't it there? Brentford and Leeds, best teams in the league, says Martin. West Brom for playoffs. Table never lies. The two best teams in the league will get promoted. Lana says, I'm on a run now with the prediction of the season, I think, here. Blackburn 2, Baggies 1. Eli is ready for this massive game for Barnsley. Barnsley, is it? I'm right about that? Huge game here. Martin says 1-1 in that one. That will not help either team. Who else is going to watch Blackburn West Brom? I'm going to steer clear of that one. I'm going to make some lunch, Chris. But please, if you are watching, give me some insight. I'm sure you'll be in touch. Always great insight from Chris on the channel. Eli says he thinks 1-1, which would really effectively put Barnsley down their very, very tricky last three games. Leeds to go up at Derby next week. Yeah, Brentford keep piling it on. They might have to do it with the last game, but we will see. Jesus, pray for United. We are not doing. I don't know. There is more than one. Thoughts on Coventry spending and Doyle to Bolton? I'd have to look at both. Is that Doyle who scored all the goals on loan in the? Owen Doyle, is it in the League Two? Coventry spending. I'd have to take a look. I cannot comment. Can someone subscribe to my channel, please? Go and subscribe to Ollie on Tour. There, All Things Leeds says it's written as star at Derby. Karma, indeed. Gray says thank you for the bit I did on Big Jack Charlton earlier. Absolutely, it's very, very difficult because you can be accused of, trying to attention seek over what is essentially a tragedy. I hope I made it very, very clear. Obviously, that video is not monetized. It was me speaking from the heart for 6 minutes about what Jack Charlton needs to me, and I implore you to go, even if you only watch 1 second of the video, just go and leave your comments and go and read some of the other comments on what football fans feel about Jack Charlton and what he means to them. And it is a great deal given the outpouring today. Sam Trey says, hopefully we let Hull beat us so Charlton can slip into the playoffs. Interesting. On the last day of the season, he's talking from a Leeds point of view. There we go. Right, so I think that should just about do us. Now, looking towards the 3 p.m. fixtures, which I can bring up if I've done my preparation properly. And the 3 p.m. fixtures look a little something like this. Reading have beaten Charlton and Brentford have beaten Derby, 2 away wins. Barnsley, Wigan, massive game. Someone needs to win that one. Blackburn, West Brom, wow. Pressure is on West Brom with Fulham coming up. They need to win that, West Brom. They really do. And Blackburn can get back in the playoff picture. Millwall visiting Hull again. It's opened up for both Blackburn and Millwall and Bristol City. They're Warnock trying to finish the job and get Borough safe. Preston, again, can get themselves back into the playoff mix, given Cardiff and Derby have both lost. QPR and Sheffield Wednesday a little bit on the beach, but Wednesday needs some more points just to warn off any possible FFP stuff. Huge day of fixtures. The Andy Townsend story about Big Jack is brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. You can see how emotional he's getting when he says it as well. Am I going to do a watch along for Oxford Wickham? I'll probably do either a preview or a review, maybe not a watch along there, because we'll have to probably be doing the preview for the next round of fixtures there. Cheerio, Leeds 2020. I've watched the 3 p.m. games. Who do I think will be new Bristol City manager? I might be old Mick McCarthy. There we will see. I don't know. I've started doing Brian Clough. There, Locke, yes, not impressed by the Wednesday starting lineup. Wednesday fans still a little bit of a worry about that FFP possibilities. Kobe says, "Hello, mate. You should in the Forest game. I am not covering the Forest game, sadly." Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As if you are watching on delay, please, you can still view the live chat and contribute via Super Chat or subscribe on Patreon. But in any event, please like and comment. That always helps, and subscribe. If you haven't, this was the Derby versus Brentford match review. An even first half, 1-1, a goalkeeping howler, and then a worldie from Said Ben Rama. Thank you so much for watching. We will likely be back tomorrow either to cover a game or we'll definitely be back for the full championship review. That will probably be at 7 p.m. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for the support, the super chats, the Patreon subscribers, the comments, the likes. Follow on Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, and I will see you tomorrow. Over and out.